Listen closely, because what I'm about to explain is one of the darkest, most painful hidden truths inside the UK immigration system, something that thousands of families on the 10-year partner route, the parent route, and anyone living under Home Office control never discover until it's too late. This is not a rumor or a misunderstanding. It is a real legal danger that destroys families in an instant. A trap so severe that even someone married to a British citizen, raising British children, living here for more than a decade, can suddenly be detained and threatened with removal because they overstayed by just a few days. Yes, only 4 days. This is the brutal reality of the 10-year partner visa trap, and if you're on any route connected to a British spouse or British children, you must understand it before your life is turned upside down. Most people are shocked when they hear this question for the first time. How is it possible to be married to a British citizen and still be deported? How can someone who pays taxes, follows the rules, works, builds a home, raises children, and contributes for years be treated like a criminal over one small mistake? The answer is painfully simple. The UK immigration system does not forgive mistakes. It punishes them. And on the 10-year partner route, the smallest slip, a missing document, a failed payment, even a late application by a single day can reset your entire journey. What I'm about to describe is happening right now to mothers, fathers, and long-term residents across the country. Let me take you into one case, a story that represents thousands silently living this nightmare. We'll call her Maria. She arrived in the UK more than 15 years ago. She married a British husband. She gave birth to 3 British children. She worked, paid tax, built a home, contributed to her community, and followed every visa rule year after year. But life can be overwhelming. Caring for children, managing a household, handling daily responsibilities, and dealing with stress, Maria submitted her partner visa renewal 4 days late. Not 4 weeks, not 4 months, 4 days. But for the Home Office, 4 days was enough to delete 15 years of her immigration history. At 6 a.m. one morning, immigration officers knocked on her door. Her children were asleep. Her husband was confused. Maria was told she had no valid visa. Within minutes, she was placed in a detention van. Her children watched their mother being taken away for a mistake they didn't understand. This is how unforgiving the system is. On the 10-year route, if your application is late, if a document is missing, if your visa lapses even by 1 day, the Home Office can classify you as an overstayer. That label follows you everywhere. And once you are labeled an overstayer, every protection you believed you had, your marriage, your children, your work, disappears instantly. Here's the painful truth. Being married to a British citizen does not protect you. Having British children does not protect you. Living here 10 or 15 years does not protect you. Unless you meet every requirement of immigration law, you can still be removed. And when reality hits, it hits brutally. Maria's husband begged the officers to understand. He tried to explain she made a human mistake. He pleaded for compassion. But the officers gave a cold legal answer: she no longer has valid leave to remain. For 4 days of overstaying, her entire life collapsed. Most people don't know that the Home Office is not required to forgive late applications. There is a rule called paragraph 39E, which allows consideration of good reason for a late submission, but the definition is extremely narrow. Being stressed, busy, overwhelmed, unwell without official proof, dealing with children, facing financial difficulties, none of these are considered valid excuses. People assume their British children will protect them. They believe their marriage guarantees safety. They think their years in the UK count for something. But under the rules, none of these are automatic protection. This is why it's called the 10-year visa trap. One small mistake resets the whole clock. One small mistake can erase a decade of compliance. The consequences of even a few days of overstaying are devastating. The Home Office can detain you without warning. You can receive removal directions. You lose your right to work instantly. Landlords must evict you. Banks can freeze your accounts. Your children suffer emotionally, psychologically, and financially. And even after fighting your case, the years you already completed on the route do not count. You must begin again from zero. This is why every family on the 10-year route must protect themselves. Set multiple reminders before your visa expires. Prepare your application months in advance. Never rely on verbal advice from friends or unqualified people. Upload documents early to avoid delays. Understand that the Home Office does not send warnings. The moment the expiry date passes, you are an overstayer. And if you ever submit late, gather strong evidence immediately: hospital letters, official documents, emergencies backed by proof. The painful truth is that mothers are the most vulnerable. They are busy. They carry the emotional weight of the home. They handle the children. They are more likely to put themselves last. And the immigration system does not care. When a mother is detained, children suffer the deepest wounds: trauma, emotional instability, academic decline, fear, confusion, and long-term psychological damage. Maria spent 9 days in detention. After pressure from her MP, her community, and a legal charity, she was released. But the Home Office wiped out her entire immigration record. She had to restart the 10-year route from the beginning. That was the price of 4 days. If you're on the 10-year route, you are walking a tightrope. One mistake can destroy everything you've built. The Home Office will not show mercy. They will not accept human error. They will simply say, "You do not have valid leave." This story is your warning. Share it. Protect your family.